Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, that's right. I got to do that thing. Oh, thank you, Keyflow. It's mighty nice of you. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. What's up, bro? What's up with all you peoples? Stefan, King Commit. What's up? What's up? Let's Mr. Harding, you're gonna like Luna. I think I think guys who play are really gonna like Luna. Cause it's like it really is like working analog. It's like the old days, man. Let's see, what have I done lately? What's up, Rome? Life is mine. Thank you, Stefan. Smash on the beat. What's up? The difference. What's good, bro? Thanks, David. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, life is mine. These are mine. This is what I've been creating in Luna lately. What else did I do? I did this one too. Yeah, and I made a bunch more, but the thing is when I make when I make when I make more like traditional type of hip hop, because I grew up listening to it, and I'm like way more attached to it. I have I I have a tendency to be quicker to throw shit away because I'm like, it's not that good, and I'll just kick that shit. But yeah, thanks for thanks for thanks for tuning in. Want to talk to you guys now. I know that in the way that we experience content now, as soon as something comes out, everybody has a tendency to want to hear people's takes on it. And I really didn't want to talk about Luna too much in depth in as until I had like at least a week with it. Give me like a solid 15, 20 hours. That's really how long it takes me to learn a DAW anyway. And I'll be ready to talk. So that's where I'm at today. I streamed the first. I wanted to stream like day one and day two for you guys because I just thought that that would be hilarious. Just to, because my reputation is off like working fast and having like a crisp workflow and shortcuts and things like that. And I just thought it would be fun to kind of like do something that was more exposed and more vulnerable and just kind of illustrate that like you got to start somewhere, right? So the first two streams I did, it was kind of like pissing me off, some of the comments that I was getting, and I usually don't get distracted by comments. I kind of let myself down. But like when I was doing the stream, like a lot of people were like inputting like, oh, I think I'll just stick to FL. I think I'll just stick to Pro Tools. Oh, this shit is, this and that. And I wasn't when I do stuff like this, I'm not trying to sell you on this experience. I don't want you to change your DAW, right? What I really want for all you guys that like watch my stuff and create is I want you to like honestly, I want you to stick with what the fuck you have. Stop spending so much money buying tools thinking that the tools is going to change your musical output, and just master it. So that brings me into a question I got in my Discord, from my bro Jayon. He's like, dude, why are you like, why are you making beats in Luna, bro? Like, I thought that was just to mix. Like, what's the point? And the thing is with me, guys, is I don't like bouncing stems to another DAW. You know what I mean? Like I had a little season where I did it with Machine because I was before I got Ableton Live. I was really enjoying working with Machine and being tactile and having buttons to push and hitting the transport button and being able to program stuff in and mix with an encoder. Um, and things like that, right? So that led me to getting a push. The whole reason why I got a push was because I wanted to be able to have that tactile experience inside one DAW, right? Okay, so fast forward to earlier this year when the X4s came out, right? So I've transitioned from being a 100% in the box, and I've made this transition a couple times. Like I started out Logic 9 using a Phantom and a Roland keyboard for my sounds. Then I was like, man, I'm just gonna go 100% complete inside the box. Then I missed the way that shit sounded, and I got a Slim Fatty, and then I sold the Slim Fatty. I was like, man, I want to go 100% in the box. So I've always been the type of person who's seen the potential sonically in using a hybrid setup, right? That's what the you know that's what I'm always going for, is like, I want to be able to run stuff through my SP 1200. I want to be able to run or SP 404, sorry. I want to be able to run stuff through through my Chase Bliss pedals. I want to be able to use a guitar pedal reverb. I want to be able to use the Silver Bullet, but fast, 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 right? And what was exciting about Luna, and the reason why I want to make it work for me as far as making beats inside Luna, is because you can set up a hardware insert that has zero latency whatsoever. Like PreSonus with Pipeline, it's amazing and it's super close, but there's still a noticeable latency. And when you make stuff like trap and when you make stuff like hip hop, like, that shit sucks, bro. It is not cool. It is not cool. And because I got an Apollo, and because Luna was obviously coded by the same people who made the console app. They've integrated everything in, and the in and out so tightly that in order to run a hardware loop, it's seamless, it's flawless. So you know it's easy to use. It's easy to use my tabletop synths now. It's easy to use my Moog now. And that's what you want, right? Like dude, I spent 12, I spent $1,100 on a profit, on a profit. I spent $900 on a Moog. And to not for them to be hard to be put into your workflow, and then and it's stupid, bro. So that's the whole experience. What's up, Av? That's the whole experience. That's why you see me even struggling with this, right? Because everybody will tell you, bro, like when you see people using the UAD stuff, except for maybe the guys that you see at NAM, like, we all paid for these. We all paid for this, right? So I'm not getting these are not sponsored videos. I didn't get any free fucking discount codes or nothing. Like any of this shit you see me using, like, I paid for it because I think the experience is worth it for me. So when you look and you see me doing Luna content in the future, it's not with the intention of trying to sway you to drop FL Studio. I mean, you should drop FL Studio. FL Studio sucks. But to get you to drop FL Studio or Ableton Live or Studio One to make beats inside of Luna, right? Now, if there's guys like what's funny? Av would fuck with Luna, right? Because he's another guy that has physical machines, but the tools that he uses provides like latency hurdles and stuff like that, to where you have this room full of all of these audio toys, and the you'll be fucking irritated wanting to hook one of them up, and the whole reason why you bought that audio toy is because it's fun to use. But as soon as it comes to like actually using it in a track, it becomes a chore, right? So that's what this is about. If you're the type of guy who just uses who just uses Nexus, you know I got to trigger FL gang, bro. They're too easy, bro. But if you're the kind of guy who just uses Nexus and Omnisphere and halftime, you know what I mean, like just just watch me cook up, bro. Like it's fine. Um, so that's number one. Who is Luna for? Luna is for people who obviously who have a UAD Thunderbolt interface, who want a tighter integration with the console app. That's what this was designed for, right? So when you look at the DAW, you have to understand what this is going for. Like people who have owned UAD products, all they've been crying about for years is like, can you put the console app inside of Pro Tools? Can you put the console app inside of Pro Tools? So that's why everything that's in this DAW looks Pro Tools centric and is kind of like an expansion on Pro Tools, right? Now the other thing is, the reason so all that being said, right, I started out, and you guys know I've been making a lot of drill lately. I have an alias drill channel, where where I'm running an experiment to see if you can really rank in YouTube type beats without buying views, and it is not going well. I'll tell you that much. But we'll see. I'm gonna give it 6 months. I'm gonna do what bro on the producer grind said. I'm gonna follow everything. And I'm gonna find out if that fucking system is cap. But the point is, what's up, Elif? But the point is, so I was trying to make drill on here, and like the hardest part that I noticed was doing 808s inside here. They have no sampler inside of Luna, so that's number one. There's no sampler. Now, with there not being any sampler, I'm not gonna go out and ring the alarms and say, UAD doesn't care about hip hop. No, bro, because because hip hop producers don't support UAD, right? Hip hop producers, pirate plugins. So this is not for hip hop producers. So I could see why there was a lack of a sampler. However, the solution for that I have found and I have stuck with is Sublab. Like, if you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna do 808 based music inside of Luna, Sublab is going to be your boy. Even and the way that I use Sublab is I use all of Av McCree's sound like the hits presets. But when I'm not using Av McCree's sound like the hits presets, I'm using my own samples, and I just turn off the synth, and I turn off their little R bass wannabe that's on there, and that's fine. Now, I mentioned I mentioned that Luna does not have a sampler. That does not mean that Luna hates hip hop, right? It doesn't mean that Luna hates hip hop, but it doesn't make it easy to produce hip hop in Luna, right? So what I use to solve this problem is I use MPC, because I have an MPC live, and the MPC live is fucking awesome. It's the God MC. It makes me happy to program, whether I'm playing the stuff in, whether I'm using the step sequencer on with the pads. It's MPC drums is the goat. Like, period. Plug in, standalone. It just always sounds better, in my opinion. So this is cool, right? So I got, and the way that my workflow works, I mean, obviously I'm a cook up and you guys can see it, but I'll just go in here, write a drum pattern, and then I use the drag and drop to run out audio in the arrange window, and I'm done. And then I'll have, and then when I'm doing my hip hop shit, I'll just or I'm chopping up loops or something, I'll just have a copy of Serato loaded up, dropping samples in, and then I'm good. So that that is what that's what's dope about this. I think that there was a lot of anxiety when this was showcased, and they were talking about, like, everything being latency free. People assumed that, I know I had a lot of conversations with people about, like, oh, the AUs is gonna break it, but no, like, this shit is always latency free, which is what is the awesome thing about this. It inspires you to use the keyboard. It inspires you to use your MIDI drum pads. It inspires you to play something in and use the piano roll, not as a means of composition, but as a means of correction, right? And that brings me to the next point. Right now, this piano roll is fucking goofy, bro. It took me a while to get used to. Not gonna lie, the piano roll took some time to get used to, but the way that the piano roll works, and there's pros and cons to it. Um, but the way that the piano roll works is, you'll have your MIDI clip, right? And so that's your MIDI clip, and you have different choices of, right here, this is dope, right? So everything that's on this plugin can be, you can get to the automation from here, which is fucking fire, bro. It reminds me of the simplicity of Ableton Live, of how to automate. So that's really cool. I like that. You have your quantized settings in here. You can do triplets, you can do dotteds, which I don't know that other DAWs can do dotteds. It has its own swing. It's got that Luna swing. And then what else? How do I fucking turn this off? Oh yeah. So what's wrong with my screen? Oh, thank you, Banga. How are you guys never tell me when I'm fucking up? Why does Banger always got to tell me when I'm fucking up, bro? All right. John Black says you could download the free ADSR sampler, which is what I use in Logic Pro, because Logic sample. Also, that's how you deal with that in Logic Pro. Yeah, I remember I tried to use Logic Pro. Like last year, I was gonna make some arrangement arsenals in Logic Pro, and that shit was a struggle, bro. Like, I couldn't even figure out how to do 808s in Logic Pro. People were telling me to use Alchemy. I was like, nah, bro, I'll pass. Floss on the track says, I've been making beats in Studio One and export the stems and bring them into Luna for Neve. And yeah, bro, like, if like Floss, if you're comfortable with that workflow, I think that that's an awesome way to work. Me personally, I just hate that step. I hate going from one program to another. Like, I like, you like, just call me bougie or whatever, dude. I don't like it. Um, I bet it works fast with all the shortcuts and then no latency. That's good. Maybe you could go to another level. That's what I'm thinking, bro. That is what I'm thinking. Um, all right, now you can see. So y'all boys just got to see it. Banga, thank you, bro. Banga, thank you. Uh, Av says, if Luna is anything like Ableton, then it has a chance with me. It's really nothing like Ableton. Yo, the audio warping, Av, the audio warping, the UAD warp algorithms are amazing, dog. They're like it's doing something new that we haven't heard before, and it has the Z plane joint. So it has all the Z plane joints, and then it has the the what's it called? And then it's got two new algorithms from Universal Audio, which is different. They're different, bro. Especially that Luna Razor Blade. Like that shit is crazy. So where was I? Oh yeah. So okay, boom. So if you're the type of person who you don't have machine, or you don't have MPC, and you don't have Sublab, just stay away from trying to compose inside this. You know, like if you're using FL on a Mac and you wanna try to fuck with Luna, then that's the way I would do it. Now the other reason why this was enticing to me was the whole console and tape aspect of it, right? You know, these oxide um these oxide tapes, the way that they, you know, the way that they advertise it, to the way that they advertise how to use them on, you know, when you buy the plugin, because I have this UAD plugin with the oxide tapes. The way that they advertise to use it is like, yo, put the oxide tapes on all of your channel strips, and then put a extruder on the bus, and that's, you know, that's blah 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 blah. And what they did was they added these oxide tapes, or they made these oxide tapes into Luna extensions, and Luna extensions work natively on your PC, right? And then all of your UAD plugins occupy the DSP on your interface. Um so while it used to be impossible to run a whole bunch of oxide tapes on every single channel and have your UAD plugins working at the same time and have a unison preamp to process your recordings, now you can do all that shit, bro. You know what I mean? So I wound up what I wound up doing was getting away from producing like drill for a while, because I made 50 beats. I've got that YouTube channel, like 3 weeks of uploads into the future. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to make another drill beat for another 2 weeks before I need to, you know, get back on my upload a beat a day schedule over there with Show Me the Money. So I started fucking around. I made those hip hop songs because I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what? Why am I trying to make trap songs and tape saturate them? You know what I mean? Like, let me go and do something. Let me go and do something that makes a little bit more sense, right? And I ran into another problem. So you guys know, like when I was tuning my drums, I was, or if you've been following me lately, I like to use the span EQ, because the span EQ will allow you to, you know, find a fundamental frequency and find the tune of it. Well, span is not an audio unit, so I picked this baby up. Waves is having a sale. I think it's called like Spring 40 or some shit like that, or Creative 40, or I don't know. But like all Waves plugins are 40% off, so I was able to get this for $29 because I don't buy a single Waves plugin unless that bitch is $29. That is my rule. Every Waves plugin that I've ever bought has been $29. That's it. So I found this little baby, and what it does is um when you move a cue point into along this line, it tells you on the bottom where this keyboard is. It tells you what note that is, so you can find a fundamental frequency, see if your drum hit is out of key, and then tune it in the MPC, and then go back, which is awesome, because you guys know like the sooner in the process that you can get your drums tuned, um that's what that's about. Let's see what's up, Nathaniel. Just really good. What's up, bro? Just really good is another Apollo Luna user. John Black says, I created my own template in Studio One after watching your videos, bro. It took my workflow and beat making and mixing and mastering to another level. Unbelievable. John Black is fucking invincible right now. I'm happy that helped you out, man. I'm a big proponent of that. It did the same thing for me, dude. And I'm glad that I was able to share that with you guys and it helped out. Man said I installed a piece of shit called FL Studio and now I'm selling my license for the signature edition, bro. Flowers in Narnia is in the building and he's trying to find my fundamental frequency. I'm gonna have to hit the pause button on Flowers, bro. He be coming in hot and steamy, bro. Malcolm from the North is in the building, bro. Malcolm from the North, weren't you in Cash Money AP's thread talking about you want to make beats for 6ix9ine? Let me know, bro. Let me know. Let me know. I need. We got questions. We got questions that need answers. The real question is what does Flowers in Narnia's template look like? That's what the streets need to know, bro. All right, so let's see. I don't even know what I want to do right now. I tell you what, I fucking has disappointed me in in Luna. Is the lack of a file browser, dude. I wish they had a file browser. I seen a couple of the people that's been rocking with me since since I was calling myself Concrete Zebra in public in that thread. Like, yeah, man. Like they were ready to send their whole loop folder to fucking Cash Money AP. They were ready for it, bro. Would you make beats for 6ix9ine if you knew it was gonna flop? Like, would you do it just because you want to hear his voice on your stuff, or would you do it because you would want to bring more attention to your brand? Yo, these are kind of duty. Oh, Flowers came to save the day. Keep it a buck. Is there a Keep It a Buck volume 2? I didn't even know there's a Keep It a Buck volume 2. Hold on. Where's that at? That's over there with your boy. Oh wait, I think I do have that. I think I do have that. Yo, Flowers, talk to me, bro. What made you want to do a pack like this, right? So if you guys don't know, Flowers is he's a he's a drum kick creator, sample curator, um extraordinaire. Sells his stuff at rock bottom prices. I don't know why. Man's don't believe in himself or money. He's probably some type of weird communist, but he makes the dank memes, so I fuck with him. Um, and I want to know. I want to know, Flowers, since you're in the chat, because I don't understand this. Like, I've seen people do it in the past. I've seen people do it in machine on Machine Masters. But what is like? What is? Why do you make these packs like this? Like why? Why go and curate other people's music for sale? What is the what's the incentive to do that? Flowers from Narnia answers the question by saying, at first the goal was to be like, oh, look at me, I'll give you the same sounds KBZ does for $1. But then I realized that's not the way to go to think like that. I'm proud of you, sir. I respect that. I respect your transparency and honesty. Mongo says Luna looks like Studio One to me. Try to no snail. I know that I can open up Finder and drag something into the timeline. I know I could do that. I don't want to do that. I want it to be. I want this window to show me fucking files, my boy. Yeah, because I was like, yo, this guy's got a YouTube channel. Like he gets views. People like his stuff. Like, man, if I was you, I just would have fucking cooked with these, man. Because you might made this shit too easy. I like this. I want to. I don't know. I don't know if I want this to be boom bap though. I want to. I think I kind of want to on that shit. The actual reason is also because I don't feel that good charging $30 for a pitch down clap. It's very time consuming, but it's not that hard to do. Yeah, but I mean the thing is, bro, like people want to pay $30 for a pitch down clap, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? That's the thing about this game. If you go out, because you have a good ear, you know what I mean? Like when I listen to your stuff, there's like a lot of people make music, you know what I mean, but a lot of people can't create a space, you know what I mean? Like you're very good at creating a space and decorating, you know, and decorating a frequency spectrum to where like I feel like I'm somewhere. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm somewhere when I hear your shit. And when you make drum kits and stuff like that, the ability to even though it's time consuming and it's easy for you, you know, OZ is charging $60 for the Pierre Bourne 808, and people are praising him for it. You know what I mean? If you go out, if you go out being the $1 guy, people are just gonna call you the $1 guy. People are never gonna call you OZ, even though you're fucking better than it, bro. That's how that shit works, bro. And that's why I'm gonna give you a hard time about it until you charge $30 for it, because you are tripping. What kind of computer you got, Mongo? I mean, this is what it's doing to my CPU. I'm at 11 hoss, and I've got a ton of shit up. I've got MPC plugin up. I've got Omnisphere up. I got Profit. I got Arcade up. I got Shape up. I got Sublab up. Serato's the easiest plugin to use of all time. And it's fucking free, bro. Don't ask me no questions about Serato. Just download it and change your life. You know what? I might boom pa boom pap this. Let's boom pa boom pap it. Let's pa boom it. Let's hit it with the boom pa boom paps. Oh shush. That's a good snare. Yo. So the thing about the Luna piano roll, like the main thing that you'll notice is different is there's not like a piano roll window that you pull up. You just press E, and then it turns the arrange window into the piano roll window, right? You have to look here to see what your grid is at. I found the keyboard. Whoa, I found the key command. I think it's command option. No, oh, fuck, what is it? It's shift. It's shift plus and minus, right? So I could go ahead, set these to eighth notes, right? Go ahead and press command U, and then that'll get me nice and quantized. And now I can hold these over. The only thing I don't like is that there's no option to turn the note audition off, because I don't need that in my life. But then, like I said, bro, if you play it in, you enjoy the fact that it's zero latency, and you play it in, and you just use the piano roll to correct and not create. If you like that, yes, this doll belongs. This doll totally belongs in 2003, bro. This is facts. That is exactly what this is. This is the 2003 Tunnel Banger. What's up, Ramon? So this reminds me of all the old timey stuff, right? So I go to my pad mixer and figure out my gain staging real quick. All right, so like right now, where I want to start adding my bass, using these fucking subby kicks from a damn ATC. So if you've done tests with the tape and the Neve summing and the silver bullet at that end, no, bro, no, no, dog, no. Oh, bro, day after, let me ask you something. If you had a silver bullet, is that what you would be doing with your life? Would you be doing ABs between fucking software and goddamn hardware? Like, no, bro. The hardware sounds better every time. Trust me. Trust me, sir. All day. Um so let's get this guy in here. So if I go and let's solo my kick ski. So this is what I'm talking about with the fundamental, right? So you see this guy right here, that's the highest peak. Actually, this is right here. You watch it falling. So it's like that's telling me that's a D sharp. But when I pull up my serrato, right? You pull up that old serrato, and you see we're in E. So I'm gonna just go to my sample right quick. Edit samples. Find my kick. You see, fundamental jumped up a little bit. Boom. So now I could go. So now I could go. Now I could go find me. Now I could go find me a base. You guys go to track 2. Get me a key group. Let's find go to the old deadly drum bass tones. All right, let me clean that shit up. Oh god, that's bad. Get that shit out of here. Nice. I've used Studio One. I wasn't into it. I don't like the dedicated MIDI controller. What do you mean, Av? Studio One has a dedicated MIDI controller? right, so let me get this out of NPC now. So now I got a baseline. I got a key. And a hi-hat. Yoink. Sweet. Bring this up here. All right. So we'll take these guys. They're drums. You guys know over on this side, drums are red. All right. Set our output to my drum bus all day. Bass is going to go to the looperator bus. All right. Get these guys. Get those guys schmeckled up there. Now, super happy. If you guys remember, I was type struggling with something before in this settings right here where this says meter. Previously that it comes pre-fader. You want to set that to post fader, and it will look and behave like every other DAW. So that when I throw, so that if I put a relay on this, and I drop my bass down, right? Look at relay and then look at the bass channel. Now it actually matches up. On pre-fader, that shit would just keep going, which was driving me nuts. I feel like I could actually control my life. Couple other like quality of life things that make this DAW really cool for me is when you press plus on an insert, it automatically puts your cursor up here, so you can click this, start typing the name of your plugin, and then it's inserted. That's really fucking dope. Come on, come back. Yes. John Black wants to know if I think that arcade is cheating. Fuck no, is arcade isn't cheating. Arcade is the next thing that we're getting ready to use, bro. Is arcade cheating? No, bro. The fuck you talking about? That shit's in my template. I love arcade. But the thing is, for me, arcade isn't something that you start a track with. Arcade is something that you finish a track with, right? Like like it's arcade is just like the ultimate fucking sprinkle pile for me. Like the way that I use it and the way that I think that it's really powerful is is I will is you could just set it to the key of your track. You could just set it to the key of your track, and then you could go through like the new loops that came out, like, all right, what does this sound like, and then play it with your track. Okay, that obviously doesn't work for me, so let me try this. All right, so see, so one of the cool things about this piano roll is I can have and it take I'm not gonna lie, it takes some getting used to, but I can have the how the fuck uh okay. You can have the there it is. You can have your whole session up and be looking at something, and then see this, and then make a little change in your piano roll. So I can see the rest of my drums, my bass line, and everything else. And then just that's cool to me. And I could take this and be like, all right, I only want this triggered right here. I think when arcade first came out, commit, it was like just people didn't we didn't know what to do with it, right? It wasn't. It's like, okay, here's arcade, it's a loop, splicer mangler, so you're sitting there spending time trying to figure out like how to make a track with these mangled loops, and it takes a while to set in. Like you go, you make your whole track, right? Whatever you would do, you make your whole track, and arcade is something to push you over the top, right? It's something to help push you over the top, and it's really easy. You can browse in the key of your track. It's better than like Loop Cloud or some shit like that, right? And then you can browse and play along with it. And the thing I like about arcade is it enables the propensity for happy accidents. There's not you don't have to think a lot. You just scroll through sounds, and it's already puts it in key. You put your hands on your keyboard, and you make something cool happen. New sense, you tripping, bro. I feel like that's in the wrong spot. I feel like it goes here. Yo, that's the thing. Most producers do use it as just another exhale preset bank, but like yo, y'all boys, people are fucking sleep on this shit, dude. Like this goes just click this button sometime. Click these buttons sometime. Like really pay attention, bro. Really pay attention to how much shit is here, bro. Like really pay attention to how much shit is here. There's a lot. This thing is like this thing is a big deal, bro. What else? What else? What else I want to do? This fucking saxophone is pissing me off. I know why. I got it. Where is it? Which fucking key is this? So this is what I'm talking about, right? So there's a delay on this guy, so you could go in and edit, and you can adjust the start point of these loops. And there's also more in here. I think I like that one better. Oh, that's coming, Nathaniel. As a matter of fact, let's just do it right now. let's just make sure that we got that. We'll make sure we got that right now. You need, let's see. Let's see. Oh shit, I didn't put my license in for that. I gotta get my I gotta get my license for fucking for damn for Valhalla. I think in order to run the delay, I need to change the end of that sample because I hear it like you're hearing it, Nate. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Okay, Cisco. I'll give you 2 more dB, bro. So you can feel it in your soul. Y'all fuck with that? Yo. What the hell happened to what the hell happened? I don't know why this isn't triggering. Is this muted or something? This is bugging me out, bro. Okay, so there we are. Don't you guys go downloading Flowers Pack now that you see me make smoke with it. Sick of you people. Nah, it's at snareboy.com. All right, so when you arranging this shit, the easiest way is to set the grid to bar. All right. Because that's gonna be the easiest way to just kind of grab stuff. And then I'll just hit like Command D. I know I got 4-bar intro, and then I got like 8-bar hook, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 16, right? So intro, that's easy stuff. Intro is no drums. And then we'll have like we'll have like a little drop here. Let's go through it. I like Havoc's music better. So another cool trick is if you press backspace in the middle of a region when you put your cursor down, that is going to create a slice. That was one thing that I learned that made me really happy to know. This man called it a Mr. Cheeks type beat. Oh no. Oh no. I can't get a Lost Boys type beat. It's gotta be Mr. Cheeks. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that I like about arcade, especially like it has those right samples that you might spend a little bit too long, searching for in the course of like your regular cook up, and like man, I want the Mob Deep horn. This shit would slap if it had the Mob Deep horn, and then boom, there it is. There's the fucking Mob Deep horn right here. No, like it's there. It's there. You got it. You know. So this is what I've been doing. Everything. Ah, shit. Let me just make sure I don't do that. Everything gets the oxide tape. I haven't been using the Struder because it's like I don't own it. So you piece of shit. There we go. Oh, there you go. That's fun. So then, so for these, so for these, so for these joints, I know Keyflow isn't here, but everybody who I told that have used this fucking compressor is like, if you don't use the Shadow Hills compressor and you bought it, I wish I still had it. I want it. I wish I could afford it. Why aren't you using the CMP? So, like, I whatever. I'm using the Shadow Hills compressor. I still don't necessarily understand it completely, but I run the master preset. Oh, this is not on. Thank God. Because I was like, I can't hear it doing anything. Oh, there it is. And we'll put this bad boy on. Sure we don't hurt nobody. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh God, I'm on my way to bag up the bricks. Oh yeah, got my champion hoodie on. This shit sounds like it smells like a pissy elevator. I think that's the nicest thing someone ever has said about my beats. Oh wait, hold on. We're tripping right now. Cause you know what we're missing? We're missing. We got 6 days of Neve summing. So let's bring it into the party, shall we? Let's get a little summing for you. Little summing. Frontier does work in Luna. Stay woke. Oh. Oh God. I just got all types of spicy. Oh wow. Oh God, I like that. Oh no, I didn't want to like that. I did not want to like that. No sir. No, get that the fuck out of here, bro. Get that. No. Fuck. God damn it. Ah, no. The funnel is so fucking real. Oh God. Right, K Boogie? You hear it. You hear it on the top. You hear it on the top. That's nuts. I'm not getting the creator bundle. No. Yeah. So that's what I've been using Luna for. That's what I've been using Luna for. It is fucking really really good at at making that sound like 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 a hard gritty fat sound. That's what it's good at making. I mean, from here I don't know. I don't know what to do. Flowers. Let me talk to you for a second, bro. You're what, like 18, 19 years old? Can you what is it why do you have so many beats on your YouTube with boom bap drums? What's up with that shit? I wanna I wanna understand it. What is what is the goal? Are you making those? Are you making those? Are you making those in the hope that okay, I'm putting the tape emulation on the master. Are you making those? Are you making those boom bap those like those I don't even know if I want to call it boom bap because it's a different type of thing. But are you doing that in hopes of working with rappers? Like what what's your motivation with that? Which tape you want to see? Which tape you want to see on the on the master, sir? I have. Okay, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I agree. I like the feel too. ATC beats. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. You got the ATR. Okay. Okay. This is like this setting's like the lo-fi setting. I like this one. Oh, this one's nice. All right, let's go for soul dressing. You like the Waves J37 better? No, I didn't purchase all the add-ons for Luna. I haven't purchased any add-ons for Luna. Uh, This is why, day after we ain't gonna beat up on MG because I was the same way. I didn't get in the pot. I purposely like when I was when I tell you guys a story. When I knew I was gonna get a new interface. After my struggles with the fucking the PreSonus 192. Oh, check the Discord for a treat. Okay, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. So I was gonna get the I've been dancing around getting an Apollo for a long time. And why flowers do this, bro? What we got here? 66. Oh, look at flowers putting me in his funnel, bruh. I had to jump off in flowers funnel for a second. So I was gonna buy I was definitely gonna buy a new interface because of the feedback loop that I was getting from the universal control bullshit. And I wanted to get a interface that was, that the quality was on par with the fucking Apollo, like the recording and the Focusrite Claret was there, like that shit was fire. The sound is there, and I still use my Claret to pull in my Zulu. Like you can't hear the difference between the Claret's inputs and the Apollo's inputs. Like you fucking can't. And the reason why I wanted anything but an Apollo was because I was staying away from the goddamn funnel, bro. And that's the thing, bro. Like you could tell yourself, you could tell yourself all types of shit to be like, yo, this shit isn't, this shit isn't fire. There's stuff out there that can, that could do it, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, bro, like at the end of the day, there's a because what it is recording engineers, especially engineers on the go, like they're not smoking mids, bro. Like their business is sound. Their business is sound, and there is 100% something to this shit for sure. You want to hear a loop of the silver bullet? All right. I haven't used the silver bullet on the master. I usually use it on a per track basis. This will be interesting. Um, I downloaded this already. What am I doing? That's dope. Okay. Okay. I see you. He says it's bad. Why is it bad flowers? All right, so oh, what should I do here? I want to take the. All right, so I want to take this. So let's call this. Oh, you got the ill mind email like here's how I managed to open up Pro Tools. All I had to do was remain positive that when I double clicked the Pro Tools icon, it would open up. Hmm. Buses don't have inputs. That's right. So I need a new stereo. Call it Silver Bullet. Input's going to be night 1 and 2. Output will be the mains. Output, main, and then we'll solo it. That's what we'll do. So loop rater maybe output to line 3 and 4. Let's see. Yo, here we go. Oh, there you go. That's a fun one. What y'all talking about? I don't unsubscribe. That's rude. The thing about the Apollo is every board of outboard gear that you see in the big studios has been emulated perfectly. The thing I noticed is big engineers use the same gear to get that sound. For years, I would try to manipulate waves to sound like the records I heard, but it wasn't until I used the old compressors and EQs engineers used that my records sounded better, like records. Flowers don't unsubscribe to shit because it's rude. Plus, sometimes the emails be funny, like Busy Works Beats. Busy be putting my real name in the email. Like in his mind, he's like, ah, yes, let me put their names in it so it seems more personal. that would. That's just what they tell you to do in fucking email marketing courses. Although. You know, so where's day after? Did you hear the silver bullet? Did you did you get a good beat on the silver bullet now? Can you hear the can you hear the funk? It's definitely dope, bro. Like it when you find the sweet spot, when you find the sweet spot on the on the console emulation. Like the thing about like the way that you got to use it, or the way that I like to use analog gear, if you can zero it in right before it starts to break up, you know, like right before you get also, you guys noticed I didn't like in order to make that loop, there was no latency, there's no nothing. Like all I had to do was change my output to go out into my physical outputs, and it was there. And that's the other thing I like about this DAW. Like as far as the routing is so fucking simple, because you just do one click, you know, like, and I could go from sending it to my physical outputs back to sending it to my mix bus, and we're lit. Yeah, so oh man. So this is fuck. I overwrote my template file. God damn it. AD, why you letting everybody know that you got skull candy headphones? You should be ashamed of yourself. Does it have a temp autosave? No, it just autosaves. It just autosaves. Man, I don't want to fucking spend $300 on a fucking air exciter, bro. Change the template to a stationary and you can't override it. I don't know what that means, bro. Talk to me about that. How is that even done? Facts necktie. Yeah, these are facts. I've invested a lot in myself as far as UAD goes, though, my friend. Okay, guys. Okay, let's see. So so you're saying I go to So if I go to Finder, all right, get info. So now what? Make it locked? Which one? What are we doing? What are we doing? What do I got to do? Click locked? Permission. Sharing and permissions. Okay, now what? Now what? Make it read only? Talk to me. Tell me what to do. Bro, can somebody type in the chat the steps in order to complete this? Am I finished? What else do I have to do? You know what? I don't care. I'm over it. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Tell me if you can hear my voice on the live stream. All right, so D Davis wanted to know, do you like Luna more than Studio One? I gotta tell you guys, that's my least favorite question in the world. Like, that's my least favorite question in the world. Um, the only doll, I mean, guys, the only doll that I don't like is FL Studio. like like all the other dolls, like I like for a certain strength, you know. I like Studio One because of hacking. I like Ableton Live because of the push, and then I like Luna because it's new and it's fun to learn right now, and because of the potential it has with the zero latency, and because of the way that the way that it encourages you to use your hands. It's truly a recording environment. But I don't look at DAWs like sports teams. Can't commit. See, can commit watches. Uh, let's get into let's get into this flowers pack. What is old? What is old flowers? And no smoke for D Davis, bro. D Davis is a long time supporter. I just bro, like I don't even know how to answer that question, you know? Like, well, I mean, I do. I just answered it. But you know what I'm saying. My name is Sci-Fi. I find my own shampoos. Hold on. Appreciate you, D Davis. Let's get a ishkabibble. There's nothing on the signal chain yet, bro. No team. Yo, yo. Okay, Boogie says, I would like to see you create a Google folder where we can drop a sample in as you're creating the beat. Not saying you need help, but it would be interactive or garbage. If you want to send me something, just send it to craftmaster954@gmail.com. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, God. It's gonna have to make it happen. There we go. I could find it in there. I can't wait till this bitch has like legato shortcuts. That would be swell. Fucking swell, guys. No. Give me legato shortcuts. Give me death. Congratulations, CMP. You just created your first 3-bar loop. So you fuckers, you need to go there. And you guys right here, y'all boys need to go here. God. Okay, cool. But am I going to be able to finish a fucking beat that sounds like that? Because that sounds like too much fucking happiness at stake. Let's take it down to my favorite key and see if that could save it. Okay. See? Now I feel like I'm hanging out with Rick Ross. Oh, immaculate hustlers. Yeah. You see me on the turnpike, baby. Ross, I got you. It's young. Gas up the Maybachs. Alright. I can do this now. Is there latency when recording vocals? No. My guy, you see my do you see my levels coming through here? That's my vocals, bro. This is me streaming, okay? So I'm live streaming. I'm using MIDI. And I'm making a beat in the middle of a session, and I've got my voice coming through a track inside the DAW being monitored. I could record it if I wanted to. And there's no latency when I come through. It's escaping me. Hey, tape the key. Chicanery. There's no latency when I come through. It's escaping me. Hey, tape the key. Chicanery. Yeah. I mean, okay. This is fun. You weren't around for this one, Jayon. So this is my mic track, right? So we can go and we could go and grab the old auto tune, right? Go get the old auto tune. We're in the key of D. We're in the key of D minor. Just go ahead and crank this up. Let's go ahead and turn these all down because you don't want none of that, right? We're in the... And then, I'm riding with my babe. I'm riding with my babe. Ooh, yeah. It's a sunny day outside and everything's okay. Yeah, and I'm riding with my babe. I'm riding with my babe. Okay, okay. No latency. Zero latency. Luna does have a fucking flaw though. You guys want to see the flaw in Luna? And I need to I need to write a support ticket about this because this makes me sad. But Spectrasonics, for some reason, the way that Luna interacts with Spectrasonic shit is awful. So if I go and I get the so say I get this bass preset, right? So this is at Unity, and it does you can't even fucking hear it, bro. And Omnisphere is the same way. Anything the Spectrasonics, like it for some reason the MIDI signal from here, it fucking sucks. So in order to hear in order to hear your basses out of something like this, you gotta go and fucking find um you gotta go and find somewhere where you could take and get some kind of plugin where you have a gain so you could crank it up. And that is like that's annoying. That's not cool. Right? Yeah, it's usually way too loud. Which it sucks because when you use like it kind of pissed me off because I was super excited to use Trillion in this environment, and it was like it was fucking up it was fucking up my Mojito, bro. Because look at how low that is, bro. It's it should not be that low at all. You don't even see it register here. Like there's something weird. I don't know if Spectrasonics has to update it or. But you see, like when I go in, if I want to fucking put gain out of this thing, so now I gotta take all these plugins. Oops. And I even know that you can move these around. See, now you gotta fucking just to get some fucking gain out of these things, bro. Such a pain in the fucking dills. This is a pull tech EQ, by the way. Now, I think I got it. I think I got it. Mother sucker. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think I want to fucking. I just want to keep it simple. Just keep it grimy. Right? Yeah, let's do that. do that. Let's do that. Full disclosure, I stole that bass line from Keep Their Heads Ringing. I learned that this morning. Yep. That is 100% jacked from Keep the Heads Ringing. What's up, serious Dweekster? The Dweek man. UAD is like the AARP of the music tech market. I don't know what that means, but it reads funny. They want to get a different patch for this. They're going to use a synth bass. Yes, bass. Just to see it done, melodyne the sample to get the MIDI. No, not doing that. I'm not using hacks inside Luna. Like I don't like to go outside of the DAW. I don't. I like to do everything in one spot. I don't fucking want to fucking open up Melodyne. That's why I like Studio One, because it's RAR. It's ARA. You know. I'm using Serato sample, bro. Okay. That's a nice. That's a nice. Nice. I fucks with it. You said this has a two live crew sound. I don't hear that, but I will take your word for it. I'm definitely not picking up on the two live crew vibes. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take more than like a couple years for this thing to get to where like something like Studio One or Ableton or something is like as far as MIDI. And I honestly don't think that they're gonna focus on MIDI much. Um, because you got to remember, like producers don't Apollos aren't a producer thing, bro. Like if you go around and you talk to like people who make beats, people don't got Apollos, bro. The only time they run into Apollos is when they go to the studio and they give their and they dump their stems to a rapper who's recording. You know, this is all going to be about recording and mixing, man. What do you mean, Mick? I think that I think the thing that Avid did was they they should have they should have just kept, like, if they were going to be a proprietary system, they should have just kept being professional. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have opened up to they shouldn't have opened up to like the consumer market. They sacrificed a lot doing that. See, the thing is the way that Universal Audio stepped into it, it makes more sense for them, because like this is Luna didn't like they didn't make a DAW for people to buy. Like this shit is free. If you spend $1,500 on an Apollo interface and you want to fuck around in their DAW, that's fine. Nobody's advertising you to go out and get Luna. Nobody's selling you this fucking DAW. Like if any interface that you get, it comes with a free DAW. Sometimes it comes with two free DAWs. What happens is this is going to be the best free DAW. You know what I mean? Luna's not even in the price that you pay for Apollos and Arrows, bro, because we all got Apollos and Arrows. Like Apollos and Arrows have been around for a while. Don't do that, bro. Like this is like legit 100% like a free DAW, bro. Like you have to, like when you think about Luna and what to compare it to, like compare this bitch to Reaper, compare this to like Ableton Live Lite, compare this to Studio One Artist. You know what I mean? Like that's what like like that's like it's crazy. Does it make sense then to use plugins from the Apollo in Studio One if you wanted to? I mean, using plugins. Yeah, Luna is definitely a battle pass. Luna is definitely a battle pass for sure. Yeah, that's it. That's actually Mick. That's exact. That's the perfect way to describe what it is. Luna is a fucking battle pass, bro. Like, oh, where is it? Look, look, bro. Luna is a fucking battle pass, dude. Like, ooh, there's a sale. Don't you want that Capital Chambers? You know you want it. You want to heart it so that we remind you next time. Yeah, put a heart there so that you know what it is. Ooh, it's on your wish list, bro. Look at that. And then they'll send me an email and they'll be like, hey, bro. Oh, and then you could go back to your beat. use a keyboard for it, Cthulhu. That was one of the things I was saying earlier in the stream that I like about the DAW and I like about this workflow, and it makes you want to use, it makes you want to not click as much. All right, let's try something out. This is something I haven't done yet. All right, let's see how painful this is. Uh okay, so what I want to do, so what I want to do is I want to be able to automate this. Oh god. So where would that be? I think that's here. Velocity. Producer flex on Jesus. So yeah, I logged into Luna and used this keyboard for 3 notes. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, how would you? This is how I would do it. This is how I would do it. I'd say, fuck you, dog. I go here and I'd take this one off. Got this one here and it's done. I don't know. I've never used an Apogee interface. I couldn't tell you. Wow. Yeah. What makes you say that, Tropical? Because I've like whenever I go to like a studio that's not like a dude who set up a creation station in a warehouse. Like when I go to like a studio that's like a legacy studio in Miami or something, like they have Apogee stuff. But if I go to like one of the $30 an hour ones, they'll have like an Apollo X16 in a creation station rack. 6040 says picking up a twin X in a couple days. I may use Luna to mix and stay producing in Ableton, but I'm not sure this looks good. Definitely won't be buying the season pass though. You smart, man. 6040, I would say like I would say, man, if you're comfortable in Ableton, just stay in Ableton, bro. Like Luna's a nice it's a I mean, like I made it in order to feel comfortable in Luna. Like I made completely different beats. Like I don't know if you hang out on my streams or this is your first time here, but I don't make a lot of boom bap at all ever. It's just that when it comes to what's built into Luna, um making music like this just makes so much more sense because it's easier to get this sound. I don't know, like this whole thing is dedicated to attempting to make digital audio warmer, you know. and that's what's missing from these type of tracks. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do I think can Luna match up with Studio One? What is that? What does that even mean? In what respect? Like Tropical Nation, right? Like you make trap. So are you talking about matching up with Studio One in the ability to make trap hi hats? Are you talking about the ability to program 808s? Because right now Luna doesn't have a sampler, right? Luna Luna's dope. Like I think what you guys are missing, and I don't and it's not pronounced when I'm working, is that this is a latency free DAW. Like that's the big deal. That's the big deal. Like the fact that this is latency free is bigger than MIDI, bro. Like if all you do is draw on a piano roll, this shit is not for you. Don't even look this way. There's nothing enticing here if you draw on a piano roll. Nothing. Not one thing. But if you have outboard gear, right? If you have SP404s and guitar pedals, and if you have external synths and you want to be able to use them without latency, this is the most incredible fucking thing that has ever came out. And nothing can compete with it. And it's a V1. Like this is latency free, bro. If you record vocals, this is the best DAW to record vocals in. Period. Unless you have a like a Pro Tools HD system. If you have a Pro Tools HD system, then you already have this. This is like that's what Universal Audio essentially gave everybody is a fucking Pro Tools HD system with Harrison Mixbus with free heat. That's what this is. Yeah, like that's what kind of sucks about having you guys are producers. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't understand. Like you guys seen me make this beat, right? Y'all seen me make this beat. Did I click anything? Did I click anything? Did I did I open up the piano roll? No. Everything was tapping out the drums on the MPC with zero latency. Everything was everything was triggering samples in Serato sample with zero latency. Everything was triggering a bass line in in Trillion with zero latency. Tell me what DAW you can open up an instance of Trillion and play it with zero latency after you have the MPC plugin up, and you already have Serato sample loaded up, and you already have your template loaded up with a whole bunch of effects and stuff. You know you'd already have to bump your fucking buffer up to 512, and you would not be able to play without latency. That is like that's what this is, Tropical. It's not it's different. Is different. It's not about it's not about matching up with anything else. Like this system, because it doesn't have latency, is so much different than everything else that's out there. And unless unless you have a Mac and you have an Apollo and you use it, it's not going to translate, because you guys just watched me watch a boom bap make a boom bap beat where I didn't click anything in, and nobody commented on that. And you guys watch me. You guys know all I do is click. I'm key command shortcut, split it grid, fucking quantize this, do that. And I didn't do none of that. Cool. Yeah, I'm not like tight or anything. I'm not mad at nobody. I just like I just like I'm just like I was like surprised. Like I'm just surprised because latency is a huge issue. It's huge. It's huge, bro. It's the most difficult problem that we have with computer-based recording. And this free piece of software has completely eliminated it. And nobody thinks that's cool. And it's kind of freaking me out, to be honest. To be honest, bro. It just it just goes to show, and this isn't like a bad thing. It just is what it is. Like I'm not talking shit about anybody in the chat. I love you guys, but it just goes to show that y'all boys don't record nothing. You know what I mean? Like y'all don't have your friends come over and you pull them up a beat, and then they're like, yo, let me spit a freestyle to that. And then you're like, hold on. And then you got to bounce the beat to MP3, and then you got to open up a separate session so that you can do an audio session, because all your plugins, you can't, if he records, and he's going to be hearing his voice on a delay, and then you have to switch your buffer down to super low. And then he's like, it's kind of a delay. Hold on, wait. Nah, it's okay. All right. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I can hear it. And then you record that shit, and then you fly the vocals into the beat session, because you're gonna do a fucking mix down, and then the vocals are slightly off, because when you bounce the audio, your DAW automatically puts a few samples of silence into the recording, so that you don't get a clip, right? So then you got to fly in the instrumental and line up the instrumental with your MIDI, so that your boy's flow is on point. And then you got to do that with every single track, right? So with this fucking thing, you can literally make a beat and have all your fucking crazy plugins going, and then still have somebody come over and sing with auto tune and reverb on their voice, and not have to do a thing. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. There's nothing, nothing that does that. Not even fucking Studio One with the green Z, bro. Because you know what if you guys use Studio One with the green Z, you know what happens when you click the green Z. Dog gets a little sluggish. It gets a little sluggish. Shit gets a little weird. What's Tropical saying? Tropical says the zero latency is what's enticing to me because it's why I bought my Apollo to begin with. Now I don't have to do any browsing. That's amazing. It seems like I won't even need the console app anymore. That's exactly what it's about, Tropical. There were so many people who wanted to put the console app in Pro Tools instead of putting the console app in Pro Tools. What they did was instead of putting the console app inside all of the other DAWs, because then they would be at the mercy of the DAW's update schedule and making it work with the DAWs, they were just like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna make our own shit. We've already got the groundwork for for the monitoring." You know what I'm saying? Jayon, peep the latency thing. I know you're recorded, Jayon. Mr. Harv says latency was my biggest problems. That's why I grabbed the Twin X Mac. But yes, that's so Studio One has the workflow. Until you learn the Luna interface, I'll use the plugins if possible. I mean, that's an easy play, Mr. Harv. I mean, Studio One, their workflow in MIDI is so easy and so flawless that, and then to export the stems, it's really not that big of a deal. It's just for me personally. Then this is just me. I don't like bouncing in between programs. Like it's just I know that once I have to do that step, I'm gonna have to open something up, and then I'll create a break, and then I'll go get a pack of crackers, and then there'll be a basketball game on, and I won't finish what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Elf says, "Well, it depends on what you're working with. I have no latency issues with my 2632 with my PreSonus 2632 Thunderbolt. Yeah, PreSonus has some fast interfaces with super low latency that work well within the PreSonus environment, but the universal control app sucks. And for that reason, I was out of the PreSonus workflow. I was looking. Jayon was looking into recording a 32 track to stop latency. It's a combo with the DSP. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. Studio One definitely has my favorite workflow out of all the DAWs for linear. But I still like working in it. I still like working in Ableton Live too because it has a dedicated controller. You know, if Studio One had a push, like if they had something that had the 8x8 grid, oh my god, it'd be so amazing. It'd be so amazing. But I don't think that anybody's going to adopt the 8x8 grid because they're too scared of being like, "Oh, that's a fake Ableton," and that's stupid because people will do the 4x4 grid all day, and the 8x8 grid allows you to do so many things. It allows you to do chords, whatever, bro. I ain't giving nobody one. I made you feel better about buying the Apollo. Yeah, this. I mean, if you record, it's like this, man. If you record, the Apollo is worth the Apollo the the Apollo's worth whatever you pay for it. If you record, if all you do is plug speakers into an interface, then you can use whatever $200 interface your heart desires. Yeah, chord track is a game changer. I mean, Studio One is still my favorite to compose in, man, because it's just it's easy. I really it's gonna be weird going back. I'm gonna have to use Green Z again. It's gonna be weird going back into Studio One and not being able to play with no latency without changing the buffer. You know. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I appreciate you guys watching. Y'all keep it simple. Do not be basic, and we will see you on the next one, fam. Peace.